So I have been wanting to talk in a long time. I did promise that I was going to discuss some things that I've actually been going through, but I don't think that I am ready for that because it's still like a lot painful, and I'm still going through the process and trying to deal with it. But I really, really wanted to just talk about the importance of self-care. So many times we're so consumed with our family, our kids, our husband, everything that's going on, that we forget about taking care of ourselves. And yesterday I had a little mini mental breakdown, and I just, I've been having one, but yesterday was bad. But I just got to a point where I said, enough is enough. I need to take care of myself. I love everybody else around me, but I think that I need to start coming first. I need to start being number one. I'm only saying that to say, when I do tell the story, I want other women to see the importance of loving yourself, especially coming from an African community or African American community where you were raised to family first. As a woman, you take care of your family, you take care of your children, you sacrifice your career and everything else for your husband and your kids and everything. That's what I can speak for the Nigerian community. I can't speak for, any other community, but I can definitely speak for the Nigerian community. And, it's difficult. You're happy in your own self and your own life, but because you don't have certain things, you know, people make you unhappy. They start to judge, talk, and, put you through all kinds of stuff, but you're happy and you're comfortable with your career, yourself. But because you don't have that husband or that kid, is like, you're not taken seriously. So they force you, and it's like you then rush and you make the wrong decision. And then instead of them advising you that, okay, well, just get back to you, take care of yourself, the advice that they give you is still be with the kids. Oh, those are cute. You better be glad I wasn't live. You should be glad I can add it. I started to go Instagram. But it's just making sure that it's, then when that happens and you're going through things in your family, instead of them advising you to take care of you, they start to tell you, oh, just be patient, take care of your family, your husband, your kids, or whatever the case is. And, that's all good and dandy, but you don't want to lose yourself in the process of making sure that your husband or your children are good. You still want to make sure, but you want to make sure that you don't lose yourself through the process. And I think a lot of times in the Nigerian community, what happens is that, they want your whole focus to be your husband and your children. If you, example, a man is beating you, instead of them saying, go get help, even if it's leave him for a minute and let him get his life together, it's like they tell you, well, what did you do? You need to stick to it. You need to be patient. He'll get better. So I need to be patient until I die for it to get better. Like, just giving an example, those are some of the things that I find that Nigerians need to stop doing. Let a person live their life. Stop sitting here and trying to control everything they do. At this point, like with me, I'm 38 years old, and I've never cared about what any Nigerian community think. I've always done what I wanted to do. And I think that at a point in my life, I did let that affect me. But now that I've done it, I've done your will, I've done what you wanted me to do, and it still seems like it's never enough. So at this point, I really don't care what the Nigerian community have to say. But what I have to tell you guys is, you have to leave people alone to live their life. You guys, the main people talking, are the ones that have the worst marriages. Stop talking about people. So what? If she don't want to get married, she doesn't have to. Leave her alone. You don't have to be poking at her and labeling her in society because she chose not to marry and have kids, because she chose to have a career. you know. And then if you have this person that wants to leave her husband, so what? Don't judge her. Let her leave. That's her choice. You're not in her home. Only she knows what's going on in her home. So I just wanted to talk to the ladies out and just let you know that, you know, we are so strong. Like, women are so strong. Like, being a mother for the first time has really shown me how strong women are. Like, I have no idea where we get the strength and the power from. And married or not married, like, people are still single moms. You know, it's, according to society, it's a woman's job to take care of the home. And a woman does a good job at it and even still goes out and work, you know. But we have a very, very important job, and we go through so much that in the midst of all that, we forget about ourselves. In the midst of all that, we lose track of ourselves because we're trying to make our husband, stay at home or do more or do this, or we're trying to make sure he's good and he has everything that he needs. And same with the children. We try to make sure the children have everything that they need, but then we lose ourselves in the process. Then we start to feel some type of way, then we get burned out. So it's really important, and it took me a while to get here, but it's very important for self-care. Like, take the time out. Like, I felt like I was getting so frustrated that, I was miserable around my daughter. It was like, when she started whining, I was just like, oh my God, what now? And she's a kid. She's supposed to whine. That's what she does. But because I was so overwhelmed with stuff that it was just getting to me, like, oh my God, like, what is going on? I was just so frustrated. And I just realized that, whether it's one day, 2 days, just take the time to yourself and take care of you. And, that's all it took. It took me yesterday and today to just be by myself, to focus on me, to be able to get that stress off my shoulder. So, live your life, live your household, do your household how you want to do it. Stop worrying about what everybody's going to think or what this person might say when they found out that you're about to make this decision. Make a decision, live your life. Like, take care of yourself. Self-care, mental care, all of that is very important. So I'm going to continue with my self-care day, and I'm going to spend all day doing what I feel like doing, and I will check with you guys later.